I'm still the fat man, and he's still the ponytail. I know it's been a while, but we're back. We haven't forgot about any of you. No. Any 9 of you.
Yeah, because we checked. That's how many there were.
There's only one of you I know watches all the time, and you know who you are.
Lordy. All right. What we're going to do today is we're going to basically be comparing the Hijuku Tropic and the Hijuku Puckered.
Spoiler alert: the Puckered's better.
Yeah, pretty much, but that's not the point of the review. It's not spoiler alert. It's us talking about them and then comparing them.
Why can't you let me be me?
Because you're drunk and wrong on how to do this.
Just enjoy being on camera for once in your life. So yeah, so he's right. Today we're doing a comparison of the Hijuku Tropic and the Hijuku Puckered. Well, he is. I'm going to keep vaping on my Bazooka green apple sour straws because deliciousness. Bitch.
Really, babe? How you doing?
Good night.
I do have Tropic on mine. There's not a lot to say about Tropic except that it's supposed to be a tropical punch candy.
You know, flavors like pineapple, mango, maybe a little coconut, that kind of thing. But the problem is they don't really separate well. It's all blended and unpleasant together.
That's not the problem.
At least that's the imprint I got off of it.
It
all kind of congealed into one kind of, for the lack of a better word, obnoxious flavor.
To put it simple, what Tropic's real problem is, I'll get to it at the very end, but it's supposed to be a tropical fruit punch.
And it's just not.
I'll get to what its problem is in a little bit.
It's almost like a Mondo. Like a Mondo fruit punch, the red one. You know what I mean?
I guess. I can vape on this a little bit longer and do some talking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, let me tell a little story about the last time I went to the movies. And this is unrelated to vaping, but it's an interesting story. I went to the movies with a good friend of mine. His name is, well, we call him Grizzly. And we went and saw 3 movies. We saw The Incredibles 2, Incredibles 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then Jurassic World, what was it, Fallen Kingdom?
Yeah.
Fallen Kingdom. The problem was, we went and we saw pretty back-to-back the first 2, but there was about a 30-minute wait for the last one. Mainly just because the movie was later. So we were doing laps around the shopping center, and there was this one guy with a sign, but the sign was really just like a project poster board with a bunch of religious stuff glued to it for his church. And he went around, he was yelling at people, talking about homosexuality being a sin, being a Muslim is a sin, pretty much anything that's not cookie-cutter, Bible-thumping Christian.
Anglo-Saxon Christian.
Now, this man was African-American.
Which makes that statement about Anglo-Saxon Christian
and
funnier. But
every time I would pass him, he would talk to me. Now, I'm a fairly nice guy in public, so, I heard him out. I listened to him. And I then explained my beliefs. And he essentially said in nicer words that I was going to hell, and that when we were in line, in the afterlife, waiting to be sorted, basically, like it's fucking Hogwarts, that I'd be in the wrong line, and I'd be asking him, why didn't you try harder? Why didn't you try harder to save me? And I said the only thing that really came to mind. when I told him was, quote, you know, when we're up there and I'm in the wrong line and you're in the right line, I'll look at you and I'll pull a Jesus and just say, you know what? I forgive you. And he just hung his head after that. And he left me alone for a little while. Till the next time I bumped into him. Then there was more nonsense and security got called and he got, you know, asked to leave because he was harassing people. Not just me. There was a group of women who I presume were Muslim. They were wearing hijabs. I don't know if they actually were Muslim, but he would have definitely assumed they were and, you know, started preaching at them.
Yeah.
We passed them once on one lap, and he was kind of behind us. And when we came back, they were gone. So I'm assuming he said some stuff that made them very uncomfortable, and they just decided to leave. And what I wanted to, and the reason I tell this story is because I wanted to say something. It's okay to be religious. It's okay to have beliefs. Don't push them on others. It's not the right thing to do. Have your beliefs. Believe what you want, but don't force it on anyone. At that point, it just becomes, what's the word I'm looking for?
Prejudice?
Yeah, kinda, but yeah, kinda. Crusade? Point is, it's wrong, don't do it. Enjoyed the story, you know. There was other things I said, but I'm not going to go into them.
Alright,
On to the puckered.
yeah, onto the puckered. Which is supposed to just be a sour candy.
And the puckered I really did enjoy. It definitely has the sour. And honestly, it might be a little too much sour to the point it's a little hard to hit on higher temperatures.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's that. It has a, I've noticed that when you first put it on, or the first time, or after you've been doing it for a while, it starts to get a really harsh, like, kick at the beginning of each hit.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. It gets hard to vape.
And I noticed that no matter what temperature I do it on, that harshness is there. And besides that, the flavor to me is only slightly better than Tropic. If it wasn't for Tropic's artificial taste problem, I would say Tropic was better. But
I definitely taste what you're talking about. There's something off about that puckered.
Puckered has
the bottle I got was better than that.
But
yeah, attention all vape companies, please work on your flavors. We don't want them to be artificial tasting. That's not pleasant. It's acrid. It's harsh. It's just nasty, for the lack of a better word.
pretty. Sometimes I can overlook this as artificial. I can overlook
Yeah, it's fruit punch, because a lot of fruit punch you buy is very artificial
it's
tasting.
Just,
have you ever got a high C in a bottle?
Yeah. It's just the flavor. You're gonna vape on this for a bit before you have to, reduce.
Unless you're using a big ass build like
Because
I am.
this one holds its flavor better.
Oh, absolutely.
The flavor
You're gonna
stays
keep
longer.
re-dripping with that.
No, that's not what I mean. It stays. The flavor stays a lot longer before you have to rejuice to get flavor back than the Tropical did. The Tropical, I realized,
It loses flavor very quickly on the coil?
yeah,
Now that's odd.
faster than the Pucker does.
And that's very odd.
Because I can do about somewhere between.
I lied. I am trying both.
I can do shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. What the fuck?
See? It's got a weird punch right there at the beginning.
Now, that was on the end, like a big, like
Sometimes
like a midget punched you in the throat. That was unpleasant.
And on the body you had, I sometimes got it. So I know it's not just my bottle of it. It's something with the juice.
Yeah, some batches are better than others, but this one was kind of rough. Color's a little off. You know what it might be? A misprint on the milligram of on the nicotine milligram.
No, because I've sat there with this one and hit this thing like hard and fast, like to the extent that I
hitting it hard and fast.
That I reduced it like 4 times.
Hey, give the camera
in like the let me think, in a span of probably about 15 minutes. Now I hit this thing hard, and it didn't get me like super nicotine high.
Really, you didn't get the nicotine buzz?
I got a small buzz, but it would be no different than, you know, the normal.
Really, any other juice?
Any other 3 that I would hit that fast.
Then let's say vaping, just pure VG with the nicotine added.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what. Vape that.
So what I think it is just the puckered.
There's something up with the formula. Remix, bro. Remix.
I think it could just be that pucker is just a super sour kick at the beginning and end, and it just really depends on your build, which end it's going to be at.
Right. Now I'm running some Super Claptons right now, which is a normal Clapton with flat wire wrapped around it.
I'm just doing a standard Clapton.
And he's doing a standard Clapton. Which all the difference there really is mine are going to be hotter than his.
But I gotta say something though.
And they're gonna heat slow.
I get 3 or 4 puffs into it, and the kick goes away. That weird kick goes away.
Does it?
Yeah. So I know can't be all something to do with my build. It's something with the juice.
Yeah.
Because I still have the flavor. I just don't get that little kick that bugs me. While with the Tropic, I never get the kick. I just get the flavor.
Yeah, but the Tropic's not meant to be sour.
No, but I don't have any weird
aftertastes
or beginning kicks or anything with the Tropic. The problem with the Tropic,
it's just an awkward flavor.
Is that you can taste that it's definitely an artificial. It's not like,
and to be fair,
it ain't Smurf.
It definitely ain't Smurf. By Vaporgate. Please stop. That's not good.
So I'll say this.
I mean, it tastes like a dirty gas station slushy. Yeah. Which I suppose is what they were going for, a blue raspberry slushy, but it just tastes like it's in a dirty glass.
Yeah. But, so this is one of the better artificial flavors.
Oh, absolutely. It's not like high voltage.
No. I would say this is literally probably the top 3 of artificially tasting juices I've ever had.
Out of the ones that have that severe artificial taste.
Yeah.
Now this one does taste artificial, but it tastes like a green apple sour straw.
Yeah.
And that's a different situation because this hits the flavor on the head. It's just right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That gets green apple sour straws just right. Almost Jolly Rancher, but chewy, which is a weird way to describe a flavor, but
there's something about the pucker I forgot to mention.
Whereas
if I do my blow out my mouth and then in my nose and then do my little
thing,
no, I get that those sour drop candy things, just the dropper.
Yeah,
it tastes like that on the edge of my tongue.
So almost burning.
No, it's just the flavor, not the burn, just the flavor.
Gotcha.
Just at the edge of my tongue.
But you know what I'm talking about, the over sour burn.
But the only time I get it is if I blow my mouth for a little bit, then out my nose, and then back out my mouth. I don't know why, but that's the only time it does that to me. So, I would recommend both. I would.
They're good flavors. They're just flawed.
My thing with this, if you're looking for soured, I don't know if Hijuku would be the first one I'd go to.
I don't think it would be for me either. There's plenty of sour juices
even though it was
there.
The first sour juice I ever did.
And there's one that I just can't remember the name of, but it was delicious. It was a sour green apple something, but I can't remember what.
Yeah. I know which one it was. We got it in the sample box.
No. It was before the sample box.
No. Because we got ones with the sample box, too.
Oh, yeah. That was a menthol.
No, we also got a sour.
Did we?
Yeah, we had there was 2 apples in there. One was a menthol apple and the other was a sour apple.
thought the other one was like an apple pie.
No.
Like a.
No, it was a sour apple.
Was it?
Yeah. You just couldn't taste the sour in it.
Yeah.
Not unless you added a really high watt.
Yeah.
Unless you hit that.
And that is something I do want to point out. Experiment with wattages. Because this one in particular, you taste the green apple more at around 75, but at 100 you get the sour straw flavor.
At your 75. At my 75 would be different.
And that will vary from mod to mod.
Because
they heat differently.
Because my 70 hits hotter than your 70.
Right.
So.
But my 70 is more stable.
No, I wouldn't say mine's unstable. It's just mine only goes up to like I think 120.
Yeah, but I'm rocking 234 over here.
Yeah.
Speaking of, let's give that a shot with the green apple.
Speaking of which, I don't think I ever hit this thing yet.
Well then. You want to try it?
No, I was going to try something.
Some max hits.
Try that. Remember, that's going to hit hot.
That's 100.
That's at the 100.
Now, I don't like your
yeah.
doodad here.
Don't go into the... We're not going into the dead rabbit.
Yeah, we're not going into the dead rabbit's flaws.
Into the flaw of the dead rabbit.
The dead rabbit, in general, hits hot. And that's okay if that's what you're into.
Well...
The Mason here doesn't. It is so cool on any hit.
Well...
Because of the massive holes inside.
Part of the heat from this is not from the dead rabbit down here. It's from the standard cap.
Yeah, the cap heats up, and it's fucked up.
Because
even if you make sure your coils are not touching it, it heats up.
Because when I shoved my comp cap on here, I didn't get that heat problem. Because it had better airflow.
Yeah, and also it was copper.
Both the comp caps have better airflow. You know, because the Priest,
it was also copper.
Because the Priest has the 6 holes on each side.
Yeah, and it had better airflow.
That were not aiming up at your damn face.
Right.
And the...
Flip the vents over.
Yeah.
Who made Dead Rabbit?
Helvet?
Helvet. Flip the vents over to where they vent away from your face. You can't purge.
Well, he fixed that when he did the Butcher. The Butcher doesn't have that problem.
Yeah, the Butcher is angled downward.
It's slightly aimed down and lower, and it's aimed...
it's aimed away from you.
It's either aimed
because
down
it's got angled airflow.
It's either aimed straight out or down.
Right now it's angled like this. Just flip it over. You know what I mean? And that would be a huge improvement. Yeah,
it's got a weird airflow. But, yeah, we're not going into a full... You should have to spit back me. You should just spit back me out one of those air holes.
Yeah, 234 will fuck you up. Heading back down to 100 where I normally sit. Oh, you're going to try my green apple?
I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to try the shit at 100.
Oh, it's delicious.
At my 100. Remember, my 100
Now, you're on Clapton's. They'll heat faster.
Yeah.
Mine heats slower and more evenly, but Clapton's heat hotter, quicker. I mean, they both reach the right temp, but, you know. Reload. Anybody remember that movie? The end of The Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah. General drinking this weird green drink, sets it down, reload, and give him another one.
Yeah, that was weird.
Tony Stark walks in.
Yeah, and then they completely changed their mind.
And then they changed their mind on how they wanted to do that, even though that movie still can.
Oh no, it is canon. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I believe it's the second? No. Fourth one in the timeline, I believe.
I don't...
No.
No. It's post Iron Man 1.
It's the second one in the timeline. It's post Iron Man 1, but pre Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you go with the actual timeline, it's like the third, because Captain America technically falls in place as the first.
Yeah, Captain America does fall in place as the first one because of the flashback scenes.
No,
not the flashback, but in the past.
Because it's in the past. It's in World War II until you get to the very end.
Yeah. Marvel nerds, you'll know. Correct us in the comments.
It's not so good at 100. Still good, but
Drop down to 70.
and I'm dropping it down to 80.
Alright, don't listen to me.
No, I already know what it does at 70.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking with you, dude.
Unlock and don't drop down 1 point. God damn it. That's one problem with how this thing locks.
With the Tesla.
No, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's just, you have to hit it just the right speed or it doesn't do it right.
That's why I'm loving this Captain. It's very intuitive. Very simple.
Well, that's kind of an ass-backwards way that they do the lock.
Oh, yeah. I do like your on and off switch.
Yeah, it actually has an on-off switch.
Like a literal switch.
I think more.
Yeah, I would love to have one right the fuck here.
I think more
or
so
right down here instead of the charging thing, the charging port.
I can understand the point of the charge port.
I understand the point of a charge port on a single battery mod. Outside of single battery mod, I don't like charge ports.
Well, they also are used on several just to update the firmware.
Yeah, they are used on some to update the firmware.
But they could put that somewhere else, to be honest. Yeah.
On the side with a little rubber cover.
Yeah.
Instead of right there where a bunch of dust can get in it.
Or they could stick it,
It's a little hard to put it.
Behind the batteries.
Maybe they could put it inside.
Yeah, right there.
Like where you take out the batteries and update it. That would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. They're good juices. I would recommend both. Just go with your preferences on that.
Definitely recommend the Bazooka Sour Straws.
But we're gonna go into more detail on that when we do the compare with Mango Tango.
Now let's talk a little bit about the FDA. The FDA, from what I understand, is wanting they don't like vaping, but the thing they're trying to do right now is get rid of the colorful labels with like candies and fruits on it and stuff. And to a point, I understand that. Get it off the boxes that the vapes come in,
Just don't take it off these. Take it off the box, not the bottle.
Here's my thing. If you don't want kids to get it, that should go back to the parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The parents of children who get into it, don't put it where your kids can get it.
Yeah.
High shelves. If they're older, talk to them. Tell them you don't want them in it and it's not for them. Keep it in your bedroom. Get a fucking lockbox,
They sell those.
Yeah, I have one. I use it to keep several things in. Important pictures, important letters, stuff like that. I don't have children, but if I did, I would use my lockbox for my vape juices.
I have a nephew. Whenever he's over here.
Oh, he loves clouds.
When he's over here, all my juices are put away. It's the only time I've ever had a juice out where he could have grabbed it was because it was in front of me and I was getting ready to rejuice.
And he would make sure that he would not be able to get to it. And that little boy loves clouds. He loves when I blow rings.
Yeah, he likes watching them.
Right. He'll reach in and try to grab them and stuff. He's a cute kid.
Yeah.
Now, but we keep them away from him. Because we're responsible. And that's what the parents need to be, is be responsible with your juices.
I don't think that you should punish the greater community just because there's a few stupid people.
Right.
The
real issue here is education of the parents on, being responsible, coming back to that.
Yeah.
Just keep your fucking juices out of the reach of your children. I understand you can't watch them all the time, but fucking keep your juice in your fucking pocket. Keep it locked up. Keep it in a place you don't allow your child to go. I know plenty of parents who don't let their kids in their bedroom. Keep your juice in your bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The ones you're not using. The one you are using, put it in your fucking pocket. Bam. If a kid goes to reach for it, bam!
Also, yeah, there are some people...
No, I'm not smacking the kid. Just slap the hand a little bit. Not hard.
No. Yeah, there's some people who keep juices in the fridge to keep the juice good.
Get them in the fridge. Yeah, they're not expensive.
Put a lock on it.
You can get a small one now that's like, what, $30?
Oh my god, yeah. Put a lock on it.
Yeah.
It takes about 5 minutes.
It's not hard to do. be a responsible vapor. Vapist? Vape artist?
Vapor. It's vapor.
I know. I'm just playing around. I don't really like the term vapor because, you know, it sounds like vapor.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that'll do it.
Yeah. That would be it for this video. Next video, we're going to be comparing his green apple to
Mango Tango.
Bazooka's Mango Tango.
Same brand, 2 different flavors, both phenomenal in my opinion. So,
but we're going to go into an in-depth comparison on that
comparison.
one. So, yeah.
Guess we're wishing you good vape.
Good vibe.
And thanks for watching.